Good evening. It's an early evening. Welcome to Fight CPS and Stop Taking Our Children. I'm your host, Bob Pace, and this is a evening live stream I do 7 days a week, and I've been doing it now for 23 months. That's a lot of time. That's almost 2 years. And I want to give a warm welcome to all of you that are fighting CPS by keeping your families together and protecting your children. It's a very hard thing what you're doing out there. And I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is. But I'm here to help you. Now, I'm on normally at 7 p.m. at night, 7 nights a week. But today I have a family commitment that I have to leave at 4 o'clock. So I'm doing my evening broadcast early this afternoon. And so I'll be now podcast tonight at 7, but this is for today only. And I had told you guys earlier today. But anyway, I'm here to help you with your CPS matter. And hello there, Cruella. Hey, I know I'm early. I didn't see you this morning, but I figured you figured out the time. That's good. Welcome, Felicia from Oxnard, California. She's one of my regulars. She's my family. So glad to see you, Cruella. Anyway, we're in here to talk about CPS, to fight CPS, to help one another. Now, I have several ways you can interact with this live stream. One of the first ways you can do is what Cruella did is by texting me a message. You can either make it a question or a comment about your CPS. All I ask you is you state your first name, your city or your county, your state. And if you're outside the United States, your country, because this is a worldwide live stream. Anybody that has internet can see me. So if you're out of the country, put in your country name because I have about 23 countries, including the US, that I've talked to around the world. That's over 2,500 people I've talked to. Also, please tell me about your case. This is your first time here from the start, the knock at the door, until we're at the moment. Anyway, that's one way you can interact with this live stream. A second way is to be a guest. To be a guest on our live stream, please email our show producer, Grace at vincentwdavis.com with a date and time you want to be on a show. Now, as I told you on every night at 7 p.m. During the morning, I'm on at 10 o'clock Monday through Friday, and on the weekends on at 8 a.m. Now, 8 a.m. Um, um, is on the weekends and 10 a.m. on the weekdays. Now, those times I give you to are Pacific Standard Times. I'm on the west coast of California, south of LA. And so, what I would love for you to do is to be a guest. I can take up 9 of you. She will give you the link to get on the application called SteamYard. It uses YouTube to transmit my live stream, and it's a good one because we're here to help one another. We're part of a family of people that have something in common. We all have something in common. It's where they take our children unnecessary and do not do family reunification. It's sad, but 50% of the time CPS is bad or gone rogue. So that's what we have in common. You've encountered a rogue CPS. 50% of the counties in every state are corrupt. I'm sad to say that. That's based on statistics. There's statistics that supports that the allegations that are reported by professionals, the mandated reporters, are right 50% of the time. The lay people, the people that are not professional, are right about 25% of the time. And those are from statistics that I've gathered over the years here. And so you're not supposed to take your children unless they're in danger, but they have a habit of insisting to come into your home when they knock. They have a habit of talking to you and make you feel uncomfortable because they'll bring the police. The police are supposed to protect the social workers, not enforce or make you look really bad. When a policeman shows up, it's very intimidating because they're in uniform, and the way the uniform looks today is very, very authoritative, meaning that they'll have a bulletproof vest on, combat boots, and a lot of ornament that they're carrying. because they're dealing with all kinds of cases and the police need to be protected. I don't blame them. So anyway, um, to be a guest, she'll send you the link. You just say, I want to be a Bob's Sunday morning show or Bob's Friday night show or Bob's Wednesday night show or Monday night show or Tuesday morning. You pick a date or time and she'll get it to you. When you get that link, copy and paste it and you're there. If you get knocked off, copy and paste the link again. It's good for the show. And that way I can take 9 of you at one time. With me makes 10 and we can all talk and help one another about our cases and so forth. So that is another way. Hello, Claudia Lopez. Claudia Lopez is from San Bernardino, California. Welcome, Kella. And Bartley, great. She's from Montana. I'm so glad she found the correct time. I had told my time to be early tonight, which is fine for you East Coast people, which is Bartley in Montana. Well, I shouldn't say Montana's East Coast. I think you're 2 hours ahead of me. I think you're on a Central Time, Bartley, or are you Mountain Time? I always get confused. Are you 1 hour ahead of me or 2 hours ahead of me, Bartley? But anyway, I'm glad you three are here. You guys are regulars. I've talked to you before, and you know what the scoop is here. Another way to interact with this live stream, besides being a guest, is to call me. My phone number is up at 626 698 0990. And you're welcome to call in and express yourself through either a message, a text message, or a phone call, or be on a show as a private guest. Whatever you like to do, I'd like to have you part of this live stream because we can help one another. Because we got an entity out there that 50% of the time is bad. Bad news. Really bad news. So I'm glad you're taking this Friday afternoon with me to talk about things, and hopefully you'll ask for questions. You're on Mountain Time. Okay, Bartley, so you're 1 hour ahead of me. 1 hour ahead of me. Well, that's not bad. I know Carilla's on California time because she's up there in Oxnard, California. And Claudia Lopez is from San Bernardino, I think, and she's on the same time too, as Pacific Standard Time. Anyway, I had a hellicious day. I was at the court. Started to become familiar with the court again. It's really weird how things go wrong when you want to. We're dealing with legal matters or something. I'm only dealing with parking tickets. But it is really weird out there in this world today. It really is. It really is. You have court this Monday for the adoption hearing. How can be fully prepared for a possible for reunification back? Well, I need to know some more information, Claudia, about your case. Um, do you have any kind of court document that says your reunification is over and you have termination of parental rights? Have you had a TPR hearing? Have you had a reunification hearing? What hearing have you had, Claudia? You may have to call in to explain it to me. It would be easier than try to text it to me because I want to help you when you say adoption. When you say adoption, that means you've already had your termination of parental rights. You must have already had your reunification and decide not to have it. So if you're in the adoption mode, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign, Claudia. I need to know more. Hello, Joanna McKinley. I have a very convoluted case. I need a little advice. I'd love to give you advice. Can you tell me where you're from, Joanna? Talked about earlier part of my show about the format of text and messages. Please list your name, your first name, which you did, Joanna, and then the city or county and the state you're from. And if you're outside the United States, put your country. But anyway, I'd love to help you. I just need to know where you're from and a little bit more about your case so I can help you and answer questions. Also, if you want to call in, my phone number is live 626 698 0990. I'd love to hear from you. I'd like to hear from you too, Claudia. and Bartley. You guys have spoke before, Claudia and Bartley, and even Corilla has spoken before. All of you have spoken before in my room, so I'm glad to see all of you. Joanne says, I'm from California, but currently in Oklahoma. Okay, so what's going on, Joanna from California? What county were you in California? What city or county were you in? Good afternoon. You've reached the live stream of Bob Pace. Who do I have the pleasure of talking to? Oh, yes. Hi there, Claudia Lopez. And your partner again is Alfredo. I'm sorry, I forgot your name, Alfredo. You both have spoken before. I may need a refreshing, but have you already had your TPR hearing?
What is the TPR? Is that the termination of rights?
Yeah, termination of parental rights. Before they can do adoption, they have to do what's called a termination of parental rights. Have they had a reunification hearing?
I think we never had one. I don't know because last hearing was for the reunification, which that was terminated. So I don't know if this then there's possible that they terminate our rights already with the reunification.
Well, no. If they said that the reunification is not going to happen, then they have to set up called a TPR hearing, termination of parental rights. Have they had that hearing?
I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Well, what was the last union? You said the last hearing was a reunification, and they said they're not going to do reunification. Is that what the last hearing was?
Yeah, because they filed my attorney filed a 388, but he didn't have much to show for to the court. But now we still file 388 regardless of
The purpose of a 3-8 motion in California is to get the judge to hear about some new news, like you maybe completed your parenting classes or you completed your programs and you want to present it to the court, or maybe you have some evidence that will reverse whatever the decisions they made. That's the purpose of 3. What it does, the judge is informed that you want to hear before him within 30 days. So he has to set up a court hearing in 30 days. But that's only if you have new information or new evidence or you've completed something new, or you completed something.
Because I just completed my services on the last hearing, which I don't think they took that in consideration. So then I went ahead and I went to rehab. Then now I'm in outpatient. So I have a recommendation letter now. So that's still.
Well, you can request a 3-8 hearing. I don't know whether it'll be granted or not, but you can get it in. But you need to do it before they do the adoption hearing. You said the adoption is this Monday.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good news. That's not good news, because they must have already ended your termination of parental rights. They may have had.
Can I appeal that? Can I still appeal it?
Well, there's a statute of limitation. Sometimes it's only 15 days. What county is it in?
San Bernardino.
Okay, yep, San Bernardino. I'm the one that said San Bernardino, California, so I was right about that. Boy, you may be best.
We spoke to Vince Davis, and he informed us that if my husband, he's a non-offending parent, he is possible for him to pay and get even moved from that foster home where they're at to a different foster home where they're together, all of them together. He knows what stage we were in, because we told him we were like on the adoption hearing, and there is still possible. We just want to be ready with our documents, because before Mr. Davis is really already paid for my attorney, and to fight for him to give me my money back. That's not gonna happen. Not right now.
I'm confused. Did you hire Mr. Davis?
No, I want to hire him. He hasn't contacted me back. I did wanted to see if he does payment plans,
Well, he has his minimum retainer, and that's for LA County, is $5,000. He's a $500 an hour attorney, and he doesn't accept payment plans. They just don't work for him.
Yeah, because we're considering, obviously we told us that he would have gotten a kickback by now, but just the lawyer that my wife got, he didn't represent us good. So we went back to Davis. He practically would take over a case, which is we're already at the adoption part, and I mean it was just a lot, It was like the whole payment for like a whole whatever, like 7,500,
Is that the price he quoted you for a retainer?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a fair price. I mean, you could be the couple in Georgia that's paying $125,000, or the couple in Wisconsin is 125. And up north in California, I know that Margaret's paying 8,500. So that's a fair price.
Yeah, that is fair. I mean, based on his reputation and.
Oh yeah, I mean you're getting the best one there. But the longer you wait, you're playing Russian roulette now. You got a bullet in the chamber, and you're spinning the chamber, and you're holding it to your temple, and you're firing the trigger, and it may go off, it may not go off.
Yeah, is this at the stage that we're in right now, at the adoption stage? Like it's just like.
Well,
I really wish we could have been watching a show from before, like when the kids.
I understand that, but there's never too late. There's never too late. What you can do is you can postpone the adoption hearing if you have good cause. You can ask the court to postpone it because you're getting your attorney aboard. But you're going to have to make a commitment to contact Mr. Davis.
Yeah, we have. He hasn't called us back.
Okay. Hold on.
So that kind of went.
I'm going to have to need the spelling of your last name because I'll contact him right now.
Okay, now, so you say we could postpone the court hearing, or how do we go about that?
Well, I don't know if you can or not because you don't have an attorney and you're lay people, and it's hard to get the judge to listen to lay people.
Yeah.
We're out of options, right?
Well, you're against the wall, and money is the factor. I had to sell my home. I lost my home, and that is sad news.
Because I'm submitting all my paperwork to the public defender. He's gonna file the 388, that motion one. Now that like practically what I'm doing is like I'm currently selling my home, and I'm buying a house close to where the foster parents are right now.
Okay.
So that my kids I can still have their support. Like I know that the emotional with them going. That you're gonna come back to me. I want to make sure that the foster parents are close by so that they could be part of their life as well.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me
That's how they put us through.
Is it Claudia is going to be represented by Mr. Davis, or is it Alfredo going to be represented?
No, he said that we have a better chance with Alfredo.
Oh, you do. I know you do. I know you do. Alfredo, Afredo.
Yeah.
Okay, and your last name, Alfredo? Lopez.
L-O-P-E-Z.
Yeah.
Just pretty much that's what they mentioned, that we're gonna file a 388, and that they were gonna actually postpone the court date to another day.
Yeah, but see, you're waiting for adoption. That retainer may be more money. I don't know. I'm going to say, can Alfredo Lopez retain you for $7,500? When can you pay the money?
We're gonna have to put a car wash on. I mean, put it that way.
No, we have some family that are willing to help us. I don't know how much, but that's why we're trying to contact him to see like if.
Well, I'm going to contact him. I'm in direct contact with Mr. Davis. He listens to my shows. Well, what did you say? When can you make the retainer? See, that's why he's not calling you back, because you don't tell him when you can make the retainer.
Yeah.
He's already quoted you a retainer.
Yeah. You see, you mentioned 3,500. Like, now we know if it's 3,500, then we could find out by today and then give him a call.
No,
by
I
today.
said
I mean,
it's
we don't know
I
by-
said it's $5,000 for LA County. I said it's 125,000 for Georgia. It's 125 for Wisconsin. In San Bernardino, you quoted 7,500, which I think is a fair deal. He's normally about 1,000 higher, 8,500. So you got a good deal if he quoted you for 7,500.
We can do half of that first.
Well, that's only 15 hours. If his rate's $500 an hour, that 7,500 would only pay for 15 hours worth of work.
Now, how can we? Okay, so I understand that the attorney, my husband's attorney, hasn't really helped them protect because obviously he's a public defender. Now, a court-appointed attorney. How can we go by him? Like, since I know Mr. Davis is able to do it, what if we try to push him to do it by the law, where we can go ahead and have them go to my husband, even though if I lose my parental rights, my husband has no fault in this. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. First of all, Mr. Davis can only do it if the money's paid into retainer. So can you pay today, or can you pay today? Or you say your case is Monday. I doubt very seriously he'll be able to do anything with it being Monday. If you got the money to him, if you got the money for him today, he could show up in court and ask for a postponement of the adoption proceedings that you just retained him, but I don't know if they'll grant it to him. The judges are not very happy about late arraignments.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're trying to work with what we got, for now.
Well, I understand you'd have to work with what you got. I know the feeling. I've been there. I know exactly what you're doing.
We have everything, like, I guess our attorneys have asked, so that they can submit the 388, postpone the date, but we still don't feel like we're like 100% trustworthy.
Well, here's the problem is that you're using court-appointed attorneys that are paid for by CPS that work for CPS. So your chances of getting anything happening are going to be nil. And I don't know if they're going to postpone the adoption hearing at this late state of the game. I mean, you have to file those paperwork in San Bernardino by 4 o'clock. And right now it's almost getting close to 4 o'clock. And most places you file the paperwork, you have to have it filled out. If you don't have to fill it out, and the window takes 1 hour processing time for you to get up to a window. They have self-help at the court places, but your waiting time to file a paperwork is about an hour. I just was down there. I was just at court today. I was at the Santa Ana Civil Court. I show up there at 11:45. I wasn't seen to 2 o'clock, 2:15. I think I almost waited 2 hours. I get up to the window and they said, you can't use this paper. You have to get this other paper. Go to self-help. Went to self-help. I got the old papers, but I had to come back here to do my live stream. So I know the feeling and the pressure underneath. I've been trying to do this as my 4th trip to the courthouse. My deadline is the 9th of September.
I guess I have a question. Can we do it? Can we go ourselves to get postponed,
No.
hearing?
No.
Yeah, I know it's late.
No, you can show up in court and request but you are represented by a court-appointed attorney. Unless you remove that court-appointed attorney, the judge won't talk to you. You can't pro se if you're represented by an attorney. You can't pro se.
I can request that for my public defender. The court-appointed attorney.
They're the same. You can ask them, but what is your reason to postpone it? Why you want to postpone it?
Well, because obviously we don't want them to get adopted out, and we have new evidence that states that.
We have no evidence about
Okay.
whatever from the
I understand about the
date,
new evidence. You can't use the claim that you don't know about it because they'll say, why didn't you work on it 2 weeks ago? Why did you not work it on 3 weeks ago? They usually give 30-day notice for things that happen. Like this adoption hearing, you must have known about it for at least 30 days, right?
Yeah, we informed you.
Right. Okay. As soon as you know about the adoption, you should have right away done a appeal of your termination of parental rights, but you didn't do so. So now you've waived your termination of your parental rights. You can't appeal that.
But we cannot appeal. Oh my God! So we cannot appeal the adoption either.
Well, you can appeal the adoption, but the adoption hasn't gone through yet. But you're playing Russian roulette really tricky. I mean, you're hoping that the adoption goes through and that you can go ahead and file an appeal of the adoption process. But you got to have good cause for it. And because you're in a miss with time is not a good cause. I know this is not what you want to hear. I know it's not what you want to hear.
So what can we do? What can we do?
Well, you can hire Mr. Davis today by giving him the $7,500 from Alfredo can do that and give him the money. And then he can show up on Monday at the courtroom and ask for a continuance.
Can we say how?
Yeah, I guess we can talk to Mr. Davis. I'm pretty sure he'll return my call. Or not, we'll give him a call.
Well, no, Mr. Davis has already talked to you, right?
Well, yeah, he did mention, the 7,500, yeah.
Okay, well, here's my problem is that, and I mean, I do a lot of calling for him. I spend 20 hours a week calling for people that want to hire him. And my goal is to help you with being hired and hiring him and getting the paper resolved. That's why when I write a text message to him, he'll respond right away. But if you're not prepared to pay the 7,500, or you have to need more time, I don't know how else to help you. That's only 15 hours worth of work.
Yeah. What do you mean? 100? No, we can't. We can't pay the 7,000.
No. There's no payment plans. I mean, he has $5,000 in. Pardon?
Can you ask him?
Well, I mean, I can ask him, but I'm telling you from experience, you're wasting your time.
Okay, then we're trying to find a way to.
Well, here's what I can say. I say Alfredo Lopez wants to retain you for the quote you gave him of $7,500. When can you pay? You said, how much can you pay? All right. When can you get him to 3,000? Can you get him to $3,000 to Zella? Can you do Zella or PayPal?
We could do it.
Yeah.
We could do it, but it would have to be like towards the end of the day today.
Yeah.
Because we have to, like I said, we have to ask family to have to help us with this.
Well, okay. So when can you have the 3,000?
By Saturday, we can have it for sure by tomorrow. Well, tomorrow we'll have it 100%, but just today will be towards the end of the day if you need it by today.
Well, okay, I'm confused. When you say 100%, you mean the 7,500 by tomorrow, or 3,000 today and 3,500 to balance tomorrow?
No, the 3,000 for tomorrow. We'll have it 100%.
Okay, for the court.
We should have it by the end of today, but I mean, I don't know how late it is today, like for him to receive it.
Well, he'll work after hours. He's in court to 5 o'clock, so he'll work after hours. Can give you, when can he give it tomorrow? What time?
In the morning, maybe about 9 o'clock.
Okay.
it'd be good timing.
He can give you $3,000 on Saturday morning. Okay, on Saturday morning. And when can the balance be given to him?
The balance, I would say probably another 2 weeks from that, from tomorrow.
All right, balance would be in 2 weeks from tomorrow. Okay, now there is an adoption set up for Monday, right?
Yes, that is correct.
2 children, right?
Yeah, or 2 or 3. Yeah, there's 3.
Well, when you say 2 or 3, how many children?
We have 3 children, but the court hearing is for my 2 boys on Monday, and my daughter's is till November.
Okay, I'm going to say there is adoption of his 2 children on Monday.
Yeah.
It needs to be postponed, right?
Right.
So you never did the appeal of your TPR. When was the termination of your parental rights? When was that done?
Was it July or June? I think it was June 20. Around June
Well,
20.
it's too late right now to do anything with the termination of your rights. It is what it is. But they can postpone the adoption and they can always go back and reinstate reunification. That's always a possibility. It's a slim possibility. I'm going to put, are you interested? Are you interested? What do I tell him? What do I tell him? Okay. Okay, I'll read it back to you. Message. Can Alfredo Lopez, a client who talked to you, wants to retain you for the quote you gave him of $7,500? I'll put down here San Bernardino County. San Bernardino County. Can he see? He can give you $3,000 on Saturday morning. Balance would be in 2 weeks from tomorrow. There is adoption of his 2 children on Monday. It needs to be postponed. Are you interested? That's my question I said to him.
Okay, thank you.
And what do I tell him? So I have him an action item. So hopefully he'll look at that.
Yeah.
Now, as your background now, you're going to have to go to your court-appointed attorney and ask him to postpone the adoption hearing, but you got to come up with a reason. Can you say I have some new evidence that family that my kids should not be adopted? Do you have that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there could be your good reason for postponing it. A motion filed tomorrow or Monday for 3/8 is a motion to be heard, but I don't know if their court appointed would do that or not.
But pretty much from the last court hearing, what we kind of, the reason why, they didn't accept it, practically, that, I had finished our outpatient program and everything was because, to be honest, she didn't really learn anything from that place that she went to. That place just didn't have that kind of like of teachers or counselors that were going to guide her in the right path, with what her recovery, everything, the way, like the 12-step program. And we didn't know that till like now that we got another outpatient program with another place that pretty much that's why the court didn't approve because they knew that she didn't really know that much. When they asked her questions about the 12-step program, about her recovery. So based on the last court hearing and the reason why they denied, for us to have reunification back with her children, now, I mean, she knows all about that. I mean, she has a sponsor, she has a mentor. I mean, she's just in any classes. Like, we know the stuff that they did in the last time, we know it's different. So I think that could be something that is like has changed from the last court hearing.
Okay. All right.
Now, the attorney of my daughter, they contacted her attorney, right? And they're stating that she's going to lose her rights as well for her brothers. So she wants, I don't know if that was okay for her, if that was something she could do. Would she lose her rights as well for her brothers?
I'm confused. The third child. Who's the mother of the third child? You not the mother of the third child?
No, yes, I am.
Oh.
My husband as well.
What does the child have to do with rights to another child?
That's why I don't understand.
Siblings have no rights.
If there's no way she could possibly, when she gets to be 18 years old, she will be able to fight them. So I've heard that. I don't know why.
Well, wait. I'm confused. Is this a fourth child that wants to fight for your daughter?
No. She's still 14 years old.
Well, she's 14 years. She cannot fight the adoption. She can say she doesn't want the adoption. And she has an attorney that should be fighting for her.
Yeah, it's a different attorney from the one for my boys.
Right. That attorney she has can fight for her. She doesn't want to be adopted.
Oh, okay. So that was. Oh no, wait, because they were talking about her brothers. They were talking about the parents They were talking specifically. She spoke about her brothers, stating that she will lose her rights for her brothers. So
she has no rights to her brother. She has no rights. She's a sibling, but she has no rights to her brother. She has no responsibility. What's going to go to trial? It's adoption. It's not trial. It's adoption. Why is your daughter going to trial?
I don't understand either. That's why I was asking.
I believe what's going on is that what she's trying to get we're trying to get them together, like all my family, my two kids, my two boys, and my girl. And she's gonna go to trial because when she was living as a foster, she would have a lot of issues with the way that they would, particularly the way that she felt at the house, and the way they were, the feeling that she had was really bad. She was taking medication. I mean, she tried, cutting herself a lot of times. Now she's not doing that, so she's trying to see if she could get the kids to go with her. And the only way is that they ask her to go to court and just tell the judge how she felt at the house.
Yeah, but they said about the she was gonna have a bonding test to her because a 3-something 3-step, or I'm not sure, bonding.
Well, okay.
I don't know.
Is there bonding with the, how old are the two boys?
6 and 2 years old.
Okay, so the 2-year-old and the 6-year-old may have developed bonding with the adopted parents,
You understand that?
and they may not want to go with you or their sister.
I mean, they want to come home with us, and they said it.
Well, if the 2-year-old and the 6-year-old says, I want to be with my mommy and my daddy, then that's one thing. But I don't know if that's the case. Is that what the 2 and the 6-year-old are saying?
They have said it several times.
Okay.
And that's why they want to come home. Yeah.
And then what is the attorney doing? What is the attorney doing that represents the boy?
Oh, she doesn't like me apparently. I don't know. Is there something against me or something?
Well, I'm talking about, okay, they have 2 separate attorneys for each boy. There's
No,
not,
it's the same one for both.
no, there should never be. It should be a separate attorney.
For the both for my son? No, they are both of them. She has the same attorney. He has the same attorney. Both of them have the same attorney. All 3 of them had the same attorney at one point, but my daughter decided to realize the way that was representing her. So she told her she didn't want her to be representing her. So then they appointed an attorney only to my daughter. So my 2 boys stayed with the same attorney.
Okay. Alfredo, Vincent says yes, he is interested. He says he needs to talk to you as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Okay? So what is your phone number so I can text him?
It is
909
498
498
6669.
and that is Alfredo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 909 498 6669. Yeah, 498 6669. Okay, I just texted to him, so you need to hang up.
Okay. Thank you so much for your support.
I'll be here again tomorrow. I can talk to you at 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll be on your show.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, for all you listeners out there, that was Alfredo and Claudia Lopez from San Bernardino County. They're trying to stop the adoption of their 2 boys on Monday. They want to retain Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis gave him a quote for San Bernardino, and he can make the payment by tomorrow. And in 2 weeks, he can make the rest of the payment. So Mr. Davis is going to talk to him. So that's how I'm able to help people on here. I have a direct line to my attorney, but I tried to get all the questions answered ahead of time. Now, apparently, these people didn't appeal their termination of your parental rights. You have to be really careful. Anytime you're found convicted of something, you have an appeal process. You have also deadlines. Now, Joanna, you were asking for some advice, and I was trying to find out, you're from California, but you're living in Oklahoma. The case has been going on for 6 years. It's very lengthy. It'd be better to call in. It was Fresno County. Okay. I'm hoping that you will call me back in, Joanna. My phone is free. It's 626-698-0990. If you can't talk to me now, you can call me again in the morning at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Now, you're on a different time zone in Oklahoma. I think you're on Central Time, 2 hours ahead of me. So You can call me at 626-698-0990 right now. I have about 15 minutes left of my show time. I have 15 minutes or less. I'm running short on my show time. So I'd want to help you, Joanna McKinley. All you need to do is call me either tonight, right now, or tomorrow morning, and I'll help you, Joanna. Corella, um, you filled out a 3A8 and a 180 for both your babies. Well, that's good. I've run into a situation, might be detrimental, might not, but here it goes. Corella says her brother has thrown away all my property, including, but certainly not limited to, mail pieces, medical records. Remember, I got over 1,000 pages from the hospital, all the notices through eviction. Then the individual I trusted to safeguard the property I left failed to do so when he dumped 2 bags of my property outside the gate of me and my mom's last home. Um, how did the caller know about the adoption hearing? I still don't know anything about my children or pending adoption. Well, the caller that just called got a notice that their child's being adopted on Monday. They got a court notice. You're supposed to get a proper notice. But Corella, you got a lot of things working against you. You were evicted when you shouldn't have been evicted. You allowed a commissioner to be your judge instead of a commissioner. And you allowed your brother to trick the court to evict you out of the home when you should have been evicted out of the home. Your mother's been missing. As far as your belongings, when I first heard about it, I told you to contact the trash people, and they would certainly help you look for it. I gave you the trash people in Oxnard, and right away you should have gone through it and looked for it. Now, if you lost all those 2 bags of stuff, they may be in a landfill filled. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know about this person that dumped 2 bags. Why did they dump 2 bags of property outside of the gate of my mom's last home? Now I'm confused because I thought you were evicted out of your home. Anyway, you want to know how the caller knew about the adoption because he got a court paperwork that told his kids are being adopted. His 2 boys are being adopted. Mr. Davis is going to try to help them. Mr. Davis quoted a price of $7,500 for San Bernardino County. He can pay $3,500 by tomorrow, but he owes the balance of $3,000 in 2 weeks. So Mr. Davis needs to talk to him. So that's why he's calling him right now. That's why he's calling him right now. So anyway, I'm here to help you. That's just what I do. I'm really good at problem solving. I have a strong background. I've been fighting CPS for 15 years. I'm I had a civil matter myself with CPS, and Mr. Davis was my attorney, and I recommend that's what you need is a real attorney because all of you are hurting when you use a court-appointed attorney or public defender. They're useless because they're not going to fight for your case. They're loaded up by CPS to fail. They have so many cases, they don't have time. I've heard reports of anywhere from 30 to 100 cases that these public defenders have on their plate. And there's no way you can handle that many people. So things get lost. Things get lost. It's a real tricky business to try to do it yourself, but I'm willing to help. There's never, in my book, there's ever no answer. You can always try. You can always try. Anyway, it's 4 o'clock. I need to go to my family commitment, so I got to go. But I want to thank you all for calling in and listening to my live stream. Remember, I'm not going to be on at 7 o'clock. This is my evening time. I'll be on tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. There'll be a short video after I end this live stream. Please watch it. And do not forget to fight for your kids. I want to thank Corilla. I'm sorry, Corilla, I have to leave. I need to know some more answers. Corilla from Oxnard, who's fighting a criminal case with eviction and a CPS case with her 2 babies. I want to thank Joanna McKinley, who lives in Oklahoma, that had a case in Fresno, California that's been going on for 6 years, and she needs some information. I need to help you, Joanna. You need to call me back. Claudia Lopez, Alfredo Lopez, thank you for calling in from San Bernardino County. And I hope you're able to retain Mr. Davis, and he helps on Monday to retain with the adoption. Bartley, I'm so glad you were in here, and I'm so glad you're so supportive of this group. I really thank you very much. And the rest of you, there was 2 emojis. There was from Donna Yansu Sky, who I haven't heard in a while, and Teresa Seri. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Now, God bless you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. Bob Pace signing off. Enjoy the video, please. Enjoy the video. Also, I will put the Doge information for some of you that need to know about Doge. That's the federal organization. You can send your paperwork at the federal level. So that being said, this is
a vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the
last ones left. Put your faith in